So they're saying that Young Thug cheated on his girlfriend, Mariah the Scientist. Okay, I really don't want to talk right now, but I have to. I don't want to talk because my teeth is a little sensitive. My teeth is a little sensitive, so it's a little hard to talk with a sensitive tooth or sensitive teeth. So they're saying Young Thug cheated on Mariah the Scientist, and to me, Mariah the Scientist, I don't. She might look pretty because she's red bone or light skin or whatever, and yeah, she's a pretty woman. She's definitely pretty, no doubt, no lie. She's very pretty, but Mariah picking Young Thug as a boyfriend lets me know her character isn't really that great, or at least she is ignorant as a young woman. She's older than me, but she's very like that's what I'm saying. She's older than me, but she still doesn't have too much common sense, especially with the men she's choosing. And you gotta understand that Mariah the Scientist is from Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, Atlanta, Georgia is known for crazy things because there's a lot of black people in one place, and it's a lot of young black people that are misguided, don't have parents that fear the Lord, and raise them in a God fearing home. It's mostly Atlanta is filled with like a lot of kids that didn't grow up with their dads or didn't have responsible enough mother to take care of them and to show them the way to the light or to the light. All right. So Atlanta is full of people that are chasing money, validation, uh, sex workers, rappers, YouTubers, streamers, all this type of stuff. Atlanta is filled with that. Okay, so living in a place like that, any wholesome Christian man that standing on the word of God is not gonna pick Atlanta, especially if they want to live in Georgia. They're not picking Atlanta. They might pick maybe an hour away from Atlanta, like Macon or Augusta or like Valdosta or like Savannah or something like that. That's where people that are family centered and want to start a family, they want to be faithful to their wife, they're serving God. They stay away from Atlanta. People that are from Georgia and don't have to be in Atlanta for any reason, they don't go to Atlanta like that, unless maybe for a football game or something like that. That's understandable, but like to live in Atlanta and to grow up there and to like live there, bruh, they don't live there. People that are from Georgia don't live in Atlanta. It's only the younger people that and out of state people live in Atlanta. And P.S. I'm not from Atlanta, so I don't really know everything that I'm saying is facts, but that's kind of what I've seen. That people that are from Georgia live in the South, like far away from Atlanta, the city. That's what they live in, like small towns or no, not I guess small towns, yeah, because Atlanta is the biggest city in Georgia, so right, so they live in small towns. So Mariah the Scientist is from Atlanta. I don't know if she grew up in Atlanta, but she was born in Atlanta, right? That's what it says on Google. Thug is from Atlanta too. So I understand that, oh, this person that is from Atlanta, I'm from Atlanta, we could probably date and it's gonna work out because we are both familiar with the environment. We probably have the same culture, because a white family that, like, let's say a white family wants to move somewhere in Georgia, they're not living in Atlanta. They're not living in Atlanta, bro. They're not. Bro. They're not, man. I'm being honest. They're not living in Atlanta. Atlanta is not a place for a young family, Christian family that want to start a family or something like that. They're not doing that. They're not living in Atlanta. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not. But to me, Atlanta is just full of nonsense that you don't want to be a part of. I'm not trying to trash Atlanta and all that because I don't want to have black people in their feelings, but people don't live in Atlanta, bruh. I'm not trying to trash Atlanta, but people don't live in Atlanta. People that are wholesome, they have a purpose, they don't live in Atlanta. Young Thug lives in Atlanta, bro. You don't want to live in Atlanta because Young Thug lives in Atlanta. And Young Thug is a grown man that is still trying to apply street codes into real life. Dude, you just beat a Fed case. It's not a Fed case, it's a state case or whatever. But that could have had you in jail for at least 20 years. You beat it and you come out and you still acting like a street dude when you a rapper making millions of dollars. Why are we still doing this? But Mariah The Scientist didn't see that red flag. She ignored that red flag. She dated a man that is called Young Thug. I know that's his stage name, but that's what people know him by. Young Thug, Thugger. That's his name, Thugger. So Mariah picked a man named Thugger to be her boyfriend and eventually be her husband and a baby daddy if they don't believe in marriage. You know, black people don't believe in marriage. So baby daddy, okay? So you were willing to risk being a baby daddy to Young Thug because he's more famous than you, probably has more money than you, or has more pull, has a bigger brand than you. Because Mariah The Scientist, to me, she really can't sing like that. Like, I'll pick SZA, Summer Walker, Money Long. Which other females do I know? Ella May. I don't really listen to a lot of female R&B singers, so I don't really know. But yeah, that 3 is good. That 3 is going to defeat Mariah The Scientist all day. Especially Summer Walker. Man, she's defeating Mariah The Scientist every day, bro. Because I don't know any Mariah The Scientist hits. Summer Walker, I know mad of her hits. But Mariah The Scientist, I don't know nothing about her, this woman. All I know is that she's an R&B singer. And the song that she's famous for now, that song really doesn't sound good to me. Which is crazy, right? Like, you're an R&B singer and there's no song that relates to me? I guess not. So, I don't even have Mariah The Scientist as my top 10 R&B singers. Which is crazy, right? But she's famous for not music. She's famous for dating a rapper. And to me, it's like, bro, if you want this faithful man, you're not dating a man named Young Thug. He hasn't met Christ yet. He doesn't understand why you need to be faithful to one wife, because that's pleasing to God. He doesn't fear the Lord. Because you don't fear the Lord, Mariah The Scientist. Mariah, you don't fear the Lord because you are in fornication with Young Thug. You in fornication with that man. So don't come online acting like you mad. Oh, I'm shocked that this man cheated on me, but I gave up my body to a man that didn't deserve it. This beautiful woman, she's a 10, bro. She's a 10. She's very pretty. She looks better than Ice Spice, Lotto, because she looks more natural than them, and she has a better body to me. Like, to me, I like women that are like, 130 pounds, 140 max. That's my type. But so Ice Spice or Lotto wouldn't really be attractive to me, because Ice Spice might be like 150 and Lotto might be like 160. So to me, I always like skinny women because that's all I attracted. I always attracted a skinny woman. So that's why that's my type. So Mariah The Scientist looks better than those two to me. Okay? People that like thicker women, plus size women, they might go for the other ones, okay? But like, if I had to pick, yeah, I'll pick that. I'll pick Mariah The Scientist. Like, if she was interested in me and she feared the Lord, I would pick Mariah The Scientist all day. But women like Mariah The Scientist don't fear the Lord. The Bible says it, man. Women that are too pretty, most of the time, is no good. It's just no good. It's too much attention, and their minds are warped. Unless they serve Jesus Christ with all their might, it's a no-go for a faithful Christian man, because those type of women will leave you high and dry. I'm not trying to like pick on Mariah The Scientist, but I'm just being truthful. Like, those women go for Young Thug. They go for Young Thug. They don't go for a wholesome man. They go for Young Thug. So imagine you a wholesome man and you go for Mariah the Scientist. She gonna leave you for Young Thug, and then come online act like she's mad that the man cheated on her, which she's not. She's gonna be back with him, sucking him up. So to me, like, yes, now you know your worth, which is amazing. No woman wants to be cheated on. So if now you know your worth, and you're not gonna pick right, because a woman can't go from Young Thug and go to the dude that is not in the streets, or portraying like he's in the streets. Those type of women, it takes them years and years before they start changing their type of man, because that woman might go pick someone else that doesn't like act like Young Thug, and the Young Thug says sweet nothings to her, and then she leaves that good man for Young Thug because she's not healed yet and she's not saved yet. So she's still chasing after that man. So to me, it's like, pretty women, they are attractive, they're very desirable to every single man. But if a man wants a faithful woman that you could trust, that's gonna stay by your side, if you have money or not, whether you're going broke a little bit or having some type of struggle, man, you don't pick a Mariah the Scientist. You really don't. She could be a good woman. I don't know this woman from a can of paint, but from what I'm seeing and what she's portraying, good women don't go for Young Thug. I've never seen a good woman go for a street dude. I've never seen it. So if a good woman is going for a street dude, she's not a good woman. She is attracted to someone that commits crimes and wants to do evil and doesn't serve the Lord, is committing sins, doesn't fear the Lord. Women that are attracted to men that don't fear the Lord, you know that the woman's path, the path she's going down, is gonna be miserable and misery. Because women already don't love themselves. So if she goes and dates a man that doesn't love himself, how are they gonna love each other? They're just gonna mask a fake love with sex or addiction, pills, or a baby. And you see it every day. Coyle Ray and Trippie Redd. Like, do you think Coyle Ray is not a good woman? Trippie Redd is not a good man. Meaning that Coyle Ray is not a wholesome woman. Wholesome women don't twerk on Instagram like Megan Thee Stallion. So that means she's insecure about something, and it's about her body, because she's always trying to show off her body for attention on Instagram. Because a lot of women that go into stripping, it's not really for the money, it's for the attention that they receive from the stripping. Because a lot of these women that go into stripping are ugly, frankly. They're not attractive, right? Unless they start making money and then go get surgeries and build their bodies up, and still they're not attractive to me. They're not. So a stripper's never been attractive to me. They're nasty, okay? I'm just being frank. A woman that's on the pole stripping for a bunch of nasty men, horny men, she's not attractive, she's nasty. She's gross, disgusting, immature, ignorant, working for Satan. Come on, we're being honest here. I'm gonna be honest on this channel. I'm gonna be honest. So a lot of women that go into stripping are looking for validation, and plus the money, right? It's like, I could get a lot of compliment from men that would probably never compliment me until I was doing this, showing my butt to them on the stage. If I didn't do that, would this men still pay me attention? Would they give me this type of money? Would they want to have sex with me? Would they want to do all this? Would they want to take me out? Would they want to date me? No. But once she starts getting on that pole and she starts attracting these type of men, because they're just horny and they just want a quick sex run or session with them, because now they're like, oh, look at this beautiful woman, or not beautiful woman, but if you see a naked woman, whether she's pretty or not, bro, you're gonna be horny. You're gonna be horny, because if you go into a strip club anyways, you're probably high, drunk, so your inhibitions are not working, your mind is not working, your inhibitions are not working, so you just fall for that woman, right? But yeah, I just wanted to tell you that, man, like, Mariah the Scientist isn't a role model for women, because role models do not pick thugs. They pick men that are trying to be better, men, trying to serve the Lord, faithful to the Lord, Those are the women that are happily married and have a strong, faithful man. Because the man fears the Lord above her. A man's love will never trump a man's desire to have multiple women. A man could be in love with a woman and still have sex with a woman if he's feeling horny and the wife is not ready, the wife is sick, the wife is on her period, the wife is not attracted to the man after a while anymore, and she doesn't want to have sex, and the wife is gaining some weight, stuff like that. The man is going to be having wandering eyes. But a man that truly loves the Lord and knows that, hey, God, you give him this great woman, and maybe she's not at the point where she wants to have sex. She's not confident in her body. She's going through a menstrual cycle. She's stressed from the kids, from work. You know, she doesn't love her body because she feels like she's gotten bigger, fatter, whatever, cellulite, stretch marks, KP, razor bumps, eczema, whatever, dry skin, wrinkles, hair falling out, hair not growing, body odor, whatever, crow's feet, whatever that's making her feel insufficient or not confident in her body. These are some of the reasons why women don't want to have sex with their husbands. They don't find their husbands attractive. The husband is not providing something that they want. So in exchange for that, they don't want to have sex because the man is not providing in some other way, like emotionally. Most of the time, the man is not doing things that she wants the man to do, so she's gonna withhold sex from the man until the man figures whatever she's going through, you know, mentally, psychically. That's not a word, but psychic, to figure out what her issue is. So a man has to go through that with one woman. So that's why a lot of men are not faithful, because they don't fear the Lord. And if they fear the Lord, they'll follow God's commandments. God says that if you love him, you follow his commandments. So if the Bible tells you that you should only have one wife, a faithful man that is fearing the Lord is going to have one wife and is going to be faithful to that wife. They might have some weakness sometimes where they lust after another woman, but they don't take it further than it should be in inserting themselves into another woman that's not their wife. That's a man that doesn't fear the Lord at all. Every man could go through temptation and fall. So, but a God-fearing man shouldn't fall into the temptation of sleeping with another woman or sleeping with another man's wife. So that's some things that a God-fearing man should not ever find himself doing. But that's my take on the Mariah The Scientist situation. Good luck to her. Hopefully she realizes that she's better than whatever she's going after, and that you need to pick better if you want to see better results.